Yeah, what is good, everybody? This is the NYC Nobodies Podcast, back at it again with another episode. It is your host with the most, Gritty Cheese, aka Chop Cheese, here with my boy Felix, El Ñaño de Allerton. The names are changing every week. We still got, but just like Bitcoin prices, we're staying steady. The Prince of Queens is still here. How we feeling, fellas?
Yo, man, it's another night. The only thing is Wednesday night in the big city. The Yankees suck right now. You know what I mean? But
The Mets do too.
last night was just fucking. Last night was great, crazy, and garbage. So
Well,
all
we're ready to get into the good, the bad, and the ugly of this week. We have a lot to talk about. We just finished a tournament. We just got news today that we're gonna go into that nobody's happy about. So
we got group, boys.
we gotta talk about it anyway, boys.
I mean,
let's start off with Friday, guys.
No, so definitely shout out for one. I just want to say shout out to everybody who went to Shit Sports Arena, aka Sports Illustrated Arena. Everybody who made the trip out there, shouts to y'all. You guys were heard on TV, loud and clear. So definitely, shouts to y'all if you went out and made the trip. Well, we had this game against León, against the great James, the great Colombian captain himself. And it was time to, I think it was a great way to show that this team was ready to get serious about this tournament. At least I felt so at the time. I mean, it was a showcase. As you had Colombian fans in one corner of the stadium, just the people who went to go see James play, and then you had our supporters at the opposite end of the South Ward, and then you
the
just
North
had
Ward.
the North Ward, right? So it was something that where we got off on the good foot very early, and we just we held it down. So fellas, how did y'all see this game? So matter of fact, Grilly Cheese, you know what I mean? Since you're trying to take the mantle from me, bro, go get them lineups up. It was good.
Let me. I actually don't even have it up,
but you see.
Felix, I think you should just
no,
come on. I mean, I don't want to step on nobody's toes.
Honestly, you were being so poetic with your words.
Yeah. I think it's only right. I
got the lineup right here. I am ready, Eddie.
All right, go ahead. In
between the sticks, we had the God, Matty Ice,
Freese.
And then a left back, we had Kevin O'Toole, Justin Hackett center back, paired with Tanaslevich, and then we had Tavon on the playing right back. And then in the double pivot, we had Aiden O'Neill and Andres Perea. And then up top, we had Ojeda on the left, Maxi in the middle. Oh, sorry. In the middle, we had Ojeda on the left, Maxi in the middle, Nico Fernandez on the right, and Alonso Martinez up top. So 4-2-3-1 was our formation according to the NYCFC app. I mean, solid lineup. It sucks that we didn't. This is the lineup wish we had against Puebla, to be honest.
I mean, we had to basically revolve our lineup after that result. Of course, again, as much as we wanted that lineup the first game, as much as that would actually help maybe set the tone of this tournament, they needed to rotate that game because they just came from Dallas. So it was a no-brainer to get everybody cooking, all the chips on the table. And that first half was exactly what everyone wanted it to happen. It was an amazing start. The fluidity. We finally got to see Nico Fernandez do his thing, how he, really set the tone and really started connecting with Ojeda, with Maxi, with Martinez. It was a sight to see. The first 30 minutes, the combination plays, the speed, and everything. It was a complete night and day from the game before. So, it was a great first half. And what do you guys think?
Yeah, I definitely have to agree with you. It was a definite period there where we did get off on the right foot. 7 minutes in, we get our first goal by Pura Vida himself. You know what I mean? So
shout out to Justin Hack with the assist.
Exactly, Justin Hack on the assist. I mean, that was that right there. When you see that happening, when you're getting all your assists and goals from sources where they normally would have come from, that's where you're on the right foot. So we get that going on. You know what I mean? And it was just a very great goal, perfect timing. Supporters went crazy. And, I think it was just us, letting everybody know we're here and we're here to play. You kept seeing it in how, we kept going and progressing from that point forward. I mean, one thing that stood out to me, and, let's give credit where credit is due, guys. I mean, David Lee did make a really good pickup with Nico Fernandez, and I mean, the thing that I like about him right now is the fact of the way he's making these smart runs. And I think we just started seeing that in that first goal. As we started having some buildup, we just started seeing him just make these very smart, dynamic runs. And I think that that's where his value is like how he occupies space and how he really opens everything up for everybody else.
And if I could add to that, not only is it the runs he makes, it's these little touches he makes where he can actually go at a defender one-on-one, where in times in the past, these plays would have been turnovers, or maybe we just would have sailed it long ball. Like, this guy actually could take on the defender. Obviously, he's got all the skills, pass. He's got swag, aggression. Like, I just everything there is to like about this kid. There's everything there is to like. So
yeah,
shout out to Nico Fernandez.
We definitely started seeing it in Dallas. I mean, this guy, he has the ball attached to his feet. He's gonna get fouled heavy. So we started seeing a bit more of that. We saw it again. This in this previous match against León. I mean, this guy, I think he was the most fouled player during the match.
Probably. What I did like was it just showed you another weapon that we have. Like, usually we play Hannes Wolf on the right. He's a different type of player. He's a very effective player. But now you see Nico Fernandez, who looks like he can play anywhere, basically as an attacking midfielder or forward. He can play up there, left, right, middle. Well, we've seen him on the right and the middle so far. But it's a good option to have. The way that Alonso Martinez, especially the man we're going to have to talk about more often, Ojeda, who was he was like thanking God that he came, because he was playing right to his advantage. And that's what great players do, great attacking players. They make the players, the attacking players around them really play to their strong suit and stand out. And that's exactly what he did. We could have had at least another goal in the first half. I remember you guys remember he passed it to Alonso Martinez, and they maybe just overthought it just a little bit. But that goes to show that they were just clicking in. Again, it was a night and day first half, and something that we really needed, to set the tone.
And I think that's when we look our best, is just the fact that when we're on the front foot, being aggressive, possessing the ball with purpose, that's when we're looking our best.
Yep. I mean, we made León look foolish. I mean, they really never had a shot. At one point, I don't remember what minute it was exactly, Tanaslevich with the handball for inexcusable handball. I mean, he chicken winged it. He literally.
Yeah, I think that was the 56, the 57. But it's just, what are you doing at that time?
I mean, listen, Nico knows. I was losing my head because I said that he already looks clumsy, and this was just like, come on, man. You have to learn from this.
It was careless.
And he opened opportunity to give Matt Freese a spotlight and even more clout, and he got it. Another statement.
But this is the thing now, Cesar. You really think about it like this: he didn't get it off of nobody. He got it off of a brand name. I mean, this is James Rodríguez. I mean, he's no slouch. You know what I mean? So I mean, I think just the fact that Matt Freese got it off a brand name like James, it just made it all the more better.
Listen, it makes us more proud to have him.
It was literally a fever dream, bro. Like, if someone would have told me a couple years ago that James would play NYCFC and Matt Freese would save a penalty against him, I would have said, shut the hell up. But
in 2013, when he signed, somebody tell you that, you would have been like,
nah. But you know something, in my head, I was like, you know what? Matt Freese got this. I mean, just because he's been on a run lately. I mean, he hasn't been racking up the clean sheets as he should be, but this man he's been standing on his head since before the Gold Cup. So I had a lot of confidence going into this penalty kick.
Yeah, and shout out to Alonso Martinez for the unofficial assist on the penalty save. He pointed it. I'm sure he was going to go that way anyway, but he gave him the little point.
Because I kept reading that James was actually signaling that he was going to go right on that one. I don't know why you would do that, but
Don't even get me started on him, kid. Don't even get me started, kid. I mean, that was basically the game, though, guys. Like, we came out 2-0 and just held it down. There really was nothing else noteworthy that happened. No red card.
I mean, I just like the way that, we got our full lineup out. We really showed out what we can do. Again, I keep saying Perea is such a tool. If he stays healthy, he's one of the most efficient players we have. O'Neal and him with Maxi, that's by far the best three in the midfield.
I'm not sure. My bad.
No. I was gonna say like, and it's good also that again, Tanis Levitt learned from his lesson as he has to. And Justin Hack again, like this is where he gets experience.
Yeah.
This is where he's molding as a leader, as a center back. And listen, he's just 23. He has his whole career ahead of him. And I always said it: if he plays center back, less responsibility. The sky's the limit. And listen, he is by far, besides Martins, he's by far the other center back that we need. And everyone else fell into place. So like Nico said, I mean, not much more, but really good thing to take off from this game and a strong performance.
If I could piggyback off that point, Justin Hack, the jump he has made from last year to this year is fucking incredible, bro.
Exactly what we need.
It is unbelievable to watch him grow like legit before our eyes into, bro, one hell of a player. So Justin Hack, our prodigal son, shout out to you, my friend.
Brooklyn.
Aplauso. I mean, definitely. I just want to, definitely we're gonna, keep the Justin Hack love train going on.
Yeah,
I mean,
he deserves every time.
And I've said this. I think we may have touched upon this point a couple of episodes ago where we are seeing that maturation happening with him, and it's just like he knows what his role is. I think once he got comfortable in his role, he ran with it. That's it. This is where we started seeing the blossoming happening. And I think, I'm very proud of him because of the fact that, like you said, we've been watching him since he was 13, 14, 15 years old. Now he's doing his thing on the first team. Like, I think that right now, you're starting to see the player that, he really, was this entire time. And he just needed to cook. That's all it was.
He is cooking. He's cooking some chopped cheese from Brooklyn.
I love you, Justin. I always believed in you, bro. I never said anything bad about you, bro.
Listen, listen. Things happen. We said what we said, but
I told him that. He loved it. He laughed.
He's here and he's not.
One thing I wanted to say before we move on from the León game, Maxi playing against his former club and putting the seat smack down on that ass. And I just love NYCFC playing international competition. I would love to see our all-time record against international competition. That'd be a great stat. Nah, bro, we're like 500 at least. We it hasn't been Champions League alone. Those 2 years we made a run. We made some pretty deep runs. We're
pretty decent against international.
Yeah, I don't think we're under 500.
I would say a lot of the performances, even the ones that we haven't won through the years, we deserve to get a better result. So I would say our performances aren't bad for sure.
Besides,
just to put a nice little bow on the game against León, just a couple of basic stats. Actually, we chased this game a bit. We held the ball 47% of the time compared to León's 53. We had 10 total shots on goal, just as León did. We had 8 shots on target compared to 5 from León. 5 big chances as compared to 1, and then big chances missed. We do have the one that was, by James Rodríguez. This is from FOTMob, and then accurate passes. Actually, they edged this out in that category as they had 368 accurate passes, which is at 82% of total passes made. We also NYC committed 17 fouls as compared to León. So. It was a pretty even match, but at the end of the day, the only stats that really counted the 2-zip on the scoreboard.
I think a good transition from this would be what I just said about we don't always deserve to. We should have gotten better results in some games we played against international competition, and that's a good transition to yesterday against Toluca.
Yeah.
What a vibe it was yesterday, man.
The vibe was we won that vibe. The vibe.
Nah, it was amazing, gentlemen. Like, it's crazy how. Yesterday was my first game all summer. Like it's crazy because the last two home games, I'm in my cannabis retail management class and having to miss those games and whatnot. But from just to be back at the bodega, you know what I mean, just hanging out with everybody else, getting ready for the march, actually going through the march, and just that whole thing. I missed it and I loved it. So
it's great to have you back, bro. And what a day to come back.
Nah, for sure, man. I mean, it was epic. So this was our third and final group. Phase 1. Sorry, it's not the group. Phase 1.
But yeah, because it's not a
Leagues Cup match against Toluca, the former reigning champions of Liga MX. So I mean, I was excited, man. This isn't the first time we had a former Mexican champion run up in Citi Field, and it was cool, man. When I got to the stadium, I arrived on the what is it, Girard, which is on the other side of Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
I arrived on that side, and I was walking past all the Mexican fans, and bro, everyone was just the banter was good, the music was good, the vibes are good. Everyone had the horns. I can't think of the name of it. The beep, 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 beep. Everyone had that. Oh man, it was just awesome, man. When I went to the bodega, that is one thing that just, oh man, I'm gonna miss it, bro.
You're not alone in that one, man.
We need a new bodega by us.
There's no such thing, bro. It just is what it is.
No, I mean we need a place like that.
Yeah, the
bodegas is us. The bodega is us.
Yes.
It can never be the same. I'm gonna go for Yankee games and be like.
But Cesar is correct. It will never be the same, and that's okay. It's for the better. That being said, that experience, bro, just being at the bodega, bro. We all know everyone was back there. I'm not gonna put anyone on blast, but those are all our friends, all our homies, and bro, we always just have the best fucking time, man. And it's such an awesome fucking place to hang out.
And I mean, I just love that on a Tuesday we brought it out not only to the bodega, but to the march in front of them. And then the best time to have great, amazing marches is when you play international competition.
Yeah,
because then you make them realize, whoa, these guys actually have some culture. These guys actually have some sound. And some freaking flares.
Say it again.
And you did notice a lot. You did notice a lot of Toluca fans. I mean, they were out there recording, and like saying, "Oh shit!"
They're like, "Okay."
And they could have been New Yorkers who just weren't aware that this is what we do on a regular basis. Their first exposure to this, and I mean, that to me is the best way to just grilly cheese out here, bro.
This is why we do it
one more time, bro. Say it. That march was what? That shit was fire, son. God damn, that shit was fire. Woo.
He's trying to press some buttons over there.
No, but this is why we do it though.
No, it's seriously.
Exactly why we do it.
I'm feeling it right now. I almost started chanting.
He's like, "Señores, yo soy Celeste."
And also, we gotta give credit to everyone, though.
Yeah,
shout out to every single person because we gotta keep doing that. International game or not, every home game, no matter the stadium, it's essential. We need to do it.
It was sick, man. Shout out! There were so many people out there, man. I saw. Just every SG, shout out to City Boys. They were out there, man. Everyone was just out there, bro, having a great time, chanting, singing.
Everyone.
And, bro, it was such a good time. Some dude had an ankle monitor on.
Oh, my man.
He was there. His PO
what was better, the guy with the ankle bracelet and the dude on the moped who started with the smoke bomb?
It
was fire, bro.
Wait, that's another reason why I'm a miss Yankee Stadium, though. You got the guy with the moped, the guy with the ankle monitor, you got the crackheads. Since so many years ago, we've always had this vibe in the South Bronx. I love it.
The bus that's mad that they have, that's running by when the cops are supposed to close the street.
And the cop was screaming at the bus driver to turn around. It was hilarious.
Listen, credit the arrangement around Yankee Stadium because I never see that for Yankee games.
Yeah,
they never close the streets for Yankee games. They know what's the drill with us, though, and respect for that. Respect.
Because I don't think the Yankees. There's no
people just gonna
go on like that. So
I feel like post game would probably be when they have to shut the street down.
Yeah, just to get everybody on the train and everything.
No, it helps because you have that march with ease. Like yesterday, they easily got the buses out the way, and then
it was light work.
Because you also got to remember, everyone's going to stands, Billy's. They're going to post game. So definitely that's why they have to be more of that flow. And not only that, you got 40. Compared to like 43,000 that go to Yankee games, and then maybe 20,000 if that they came out last night. Yeah, so
like 48, 24,000. Yeah.
That's true. So definitely. But I mean, fellas, the vibes, to me, today were just amazing. And we ended up stopping at the corner of 161 and River Avenue, aka Rivera Avenue. For those that know,
Rivera Avenue, yeah.
And we did our thing over there, and then then it's time to get inside the stadium and take that same energy. I mean, once again, supporters showed up. And the supporters did show up. Oh my!
Oh well, they showed up, and we showed up early.
Oh my God, it was crazy how some supporters showed up.
All right, so which one of you fellas is gonna go through the lineup? You guys gonna do?
I'm ready.
My man is out here.
In between the sticks, we have Matt Freese, and then starting left back, we have O'Toole, and then you have Justin Hack and Tonaslevich paired up again with Tavon on the right. In the middle, on the right, you got Maxi, O'Neal in the middle, Bede on the left, and up top, we got Ojeda on the wing, Martinez, our striker, our god, up top, and then Nico Fernandez on the right wing. So I mean, pretty solid lineup. I was feeling good. I was like, we're gonna win.
Essentially today. The same lineup as León. So
yeah. No, it was standard. So, and I mean, bro, the stadium was packed.
No, one thing was the stadium was very red last night. I mean, guys,
I would say it was probably like 55-45 Toluca. It was they edged us out for a bit, I think.
Yeah, no, for sure they did, man. When they scored, it sucked to see the stadium go crazy. But what can you do, man? I
think if we would have had a weekend game, it would have been more or less for sure. I think so.
That's debatable, because
I think so. But I mean, it is what it is. It's a Tuesday. You got to show up.
Yeah, you got to show up. Listen, you're gonna show up. So the game starts. We're all chilling. The energy in the SS was vibing. We have a couple chances. We're going. We're feeling good. In the 10th minute, Alonso Martinez outside the bro. I
love him so much.
Do you see this shot going in slow motion, just curling away from the keeper, man?
A true shame he's on this version of NYCFC.
Yeah.
It is a damn shame, bro. If he would have been here the 2018, 2017 to like 22 era, bro.
But we had a man that was a striker at that point that wouldn't start over him. So I think he's here at the right time.
But his natural position is right wing, so who knows? Maybe he would have played.
I think it's the best he's played in his career. I think now he's wherever he goes after us, he'll probably stay striker. He's a fucking beast. Like, he truly is the reincarnation of Tati. But they're similar, but they play completely different. It's a striker that we need to step up. It's a striker that has developed under us.
He's got that dog in him. He's
fearless.
The same thing he said for Justin Hack, Nico. I think that could be said for Alonso Martinez, because the way he's just evolved in the last 18 months. I don't think I've ever seen anyone at NYCFC evolve like that.
Some of the goals he's scored this year, man, are truly fucking unbelievable.
He's an amazing finisher.
The screamer against Red Bull, that goal, even though the game may have not won the direct, man, that moment bro, the supporter section went fucking crazy. He scores, bro. Everything was flying. Beer was flying. Felix was screaming. Cesar was losing his mind. People were falling all over the place. Beer was flying. Water, chicken buckets in the air. Oh my God, bro! What a time!
Great time at Yankee Stadium, man. We're gonna miss those days.
Yeah.
Bro, we're getting an extra game at Yankee Stadium this year, so at least there's that. If there's a silver lining, so. And then, unfortunately, I don't know if Tavon got a knock or he was cramping up or something. He ended up getting subbed out in the 31st minute.
I think it was more cramping up because he has been going through that for a bit. So
and they kept him out there for a little bit while he was cramping up.
They probably talked to him. They told him, "Hey, can you continue?" He's like, "I'm gonna try." And then eventually they saw him and they're like, "Nah, bro, just come out."
Well, a couple minutes after that, unfortunately, Atlas scores, or not Atlas, Toluca. Sorry, Toluca scores and.
That goal. So it was just ricocheted off the post, landed right in front.
I know it's
an annoying one.
But now, what everyone's talking about.
No, wait. Which event are we going to talk about here?
The event you're talking about happened after the second goal. So first,
okay. So we got to do this one first.
Wait. If you think about it, it was a knock for then two knocks to happen. So this is the one that led to the two knocks. But go ahead.
All right. So hold on. Let me find this here. Okay. How's this not offsides? Have I been taught the game wrong? What am I missing here? There's enough evidence in this camera angle to overturn the call? I'm sorry. There's not.
But here's the curious bit about it, right? So we start seeing at that point how far ahead the Toluca player was away from the line. His half of body length was offside. I mean, by the modern definition of the
ref
rule,
called it.
if any part of your body is ahead of that, if broaching that line, you're offside. I mean, this is not open for interpretation. This is the rule, black and white. You know? And to me, it just mystified me while we're watching this whole thing happen. You know, the VAR is in his ear. Why in the fuck is he not going towards the monitor?
It's 7 minutes that it took.
7 minutes. Did not go to the monitor once.
And not only that, just so everyone knows, the standard for overturning a call is like you need definitive proof to overturn a call. The ref on the field called it offside. There was not enough evidence to overturn that call. And that's the kind of bullshit that makes people, especially in these days with gambling, being allowed in sports, all these things. These are the things that make
what happens in the field.
The tinfoil hats go on, bro. This is just saying.
You hate to see it, but you're exactly right. Because here's the thing now. It's like it was egregious because of the simple fact that they showed this 4 times on the big screen inside the stadium.
The players were
4 times. The player is obviously offside. At the moment that the ball is touched forward, that player, more than half of his body was offside at that point.
I understand if they had another angle. And usually, sometimes things like that, they'll be like, "All right, initially it looks like he's basically on, and then it's off, or he's off and then he's on." You see the angle difference. You see that a lot in Europe, and also just in MLS, you'll get much more of an angle, unless they have angles that we don't know of when they're reviewing it, wherever they're reviewing it. But there was nothing led to know to anyone else, and the only thing we saw was that picture. And that picture definitely didn't show that he was.
It was very, very CONCACAF for sure.
Yeah, and I think it's just like you don't. At least me personally, I hate to say that we get screwed in this fashion, but when it's that black and white, when it's that obvious that there's such an error was made at that such high of a level.
Yeah,
any smart man, any smart person can put 2 and 2 together and say, we got jobbed. We absolutely got jobbed. This is something that to me, and like I said, we're all mystified watching the highlights on the big screen. We are like, the man is obviously offside, but the call is still a goal.
Especially with gambling, man. All these leagues taking all these gambling money, people are going to question everything even more. You got to be careful, man. Ref.
Man, you hate seeing the Black Sox, the infamous Black Sox, rear its ugly head here, but you can't help but to think that.
And you know what's crazy though, because this created a domino effect to how the half ended, and it was a very chaotic ending. I don't think I've seen a spicy ending to a half like that ever.
On the field or off the field?
Both.
Because that was just crazy. It was we start seeing the confrontation happening on the field, and Maxi gets pushed. He got pushed really fucking hard.
And then, bro, credit Aiden O'Neal, because we need that kind of balls. It reminded me of like an Alex Ring, but I want that.
Yes, that's exactly what I thought.
I want it from a number 6. That's a number 6 thing. Like, you stand up for the team when it matters most. He literally put him on the ground.
Yeah, Aiden O'Neal had to protect his man at that point.
I love that. That's exactly.
Yeah, and I think, and not for nothing, gentlemen, I think that we have been missing that type of player with that type of edge since Alex Ring left the club or was traded to Austin a few years ago, right? So I really feel like Aiden O'Neal, not only does he bring that technical expertise, not only does he bring his conversion game into the midfield, but he is also definitely becoming an enforcer. You've seen it from the moment he stepped onto that pitch. This man has been nothing but enforcer material all over. Amen. And we do definitely need that. Now, for what happened in the stands.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, 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 ding. In this quarter. In this quarter, we have...
Bro, I have no idea what happened, and I'm not saying who I saw or what I saw. All I know is
you saw something. You always saw was
one second shit was chill, and all of a sudden the whole section was running up the stairs. I have no idea what happened. All I know is those kids who came in there starting problems. Fuck you.
Talk my dick.
And that's
my Go ahead, Angel. Go ahead, Cesar.
Yeah, no, my bad. Yeah, whoever's listening to this, those kids, whoever it may be, if you don't know who's in that supporter section, how about this? You show respect to everyone.
Yes.
If you're part of the culture, you show respect. We're in that supporter section to be a family. If you're going to take everything personal, if you're going to get heated, don't come. If you think, oh my God, they knocked over my drink, whatever it may be, don't be there.
Nah.
That's how it is. Things happen. Don't take it personally.
And even if you throw cups on the field, eat a dick for that one too, bro. Like, come on, that's on some real shit.
Does anyone really look at the supporter section and say, "Wow, that looks like a really great place to eat my meal right now"?
Nah, this is not the. I mean, I understand. Listen, there's especially in City, there's so many places where you can just pull up and chill and fucking eat your food.
Yep.
I don't think that the supporter section and the 47th minute of a match is the perfect place to eat your meal. And if this is you, if you're offended, hey, maybe you need to go somewhere else and eat your meal.
Yeah, listen, we have people.
This is like $20 you're spending. Come on. Not, if you got it like that, hey, buy me some food.
People yelling, screaming, maybe you get spit your food. Like, why are you even like, what is wrong with you, bro?
And then we got some dumb kids who don't know how to act, want to throw fucking bottles in people's direction and then get mad at me when I tell them, yo, who the fuck you throwing bottles at? So, want to tell me I'm 17. I'm like, yo, you 17, you old enough to catch these hands, little man. Keep it pushing.
And they mad when they get fucked up.
They get mad when they get fucked up by some men.
Well, yeah, the whole point of, like we keep saying, the supporter section is to be a family. And if you guys want to be instigating stuff,
don't bring that bullshit.
The consequences to action.
If you want to be on some bullshit, it's perfect. There's another team on the other side of the Hudson who'll gladly take you.
Later. But my whole thing is, too, it's like people who you never have seen. And this is why I got to tell people, like, be careful who's in that supporter section.
Who you bring.
Who you bring, because guess what? There'll probably be some kids who whatever. They support whatever team. I don't care. I'm not saying no names. But my whole thing is that why would you bring somebody to the stadium? And Cesar, we said this last night because I spy with my little eye a couple dudes who were wearing red jerseys under the NYC kids. And at one point, Cesar, you said to me, like, yo, homie, that person right there knows the time. We ain't saying no names. We pointed to somebody, who's hanging out with these cats. That person knows the time. Why the fuck they bring them type of people here? And that to me, it's disruptive because of the fact that, like you said, Cesar, we a family. That supporter section, and you saw it last night. You mess with one of us, you mess with a lot of us, and it doesn't matter who it is. We don't know you. You come to our house. Respect our house. Respect the supporter section. Absolutely. If you want to be a snot-nosed 17-year-old and not show respect for nobody, it's gonna come back to you in heaps.
Yep, and I'm actually glad in one way that we all stood up for the people that we know. At the end of the day, we're all welcoming. We're all good people. But that's no sign to abuse that. Don't be disrespectful because there's consequences to action. That's life.
And people are always going to remember faces, and people are going to remember your face. So, if you get approached in a not so nice fashion, you reap what you sow.
It's just dumb. But I mean, first of all, like there was no security out there. They had the team that have
Nothing. I mean, it might be a good thing because I think there could have been more people that actually would have gotten sanctioned, troubled, whatever. But yeah, the Yankee Stadium staff was completely different. There was no FO staff there, which in a way it kind of helped because would have been more consequences to our people, to supporters. But again, I mean, this is what happens when you have the Leagues Cup game on a Tuesday. But gentlemen, I mean, listen, that happened, off the field, on the field. Benches cleared. I had never seen a brawl like that forever in my life for the team. And I mean, this is a consequence also of playing Liga MX teams.
Yeah.
You can say the way they press, the way they come at players, you don't get that from MLS teams. Yeah. And they're looking, it's an emotional battle. They get to your head. It's a very Latin American way of playing. It's very Latin American. And listen, kudos to the boys for, standing up for themselves. And it's crazy how this ended how it did. Because we actually had a good first half. We were better than Toluca. We maybe fell asleep those 8 or 10 minutes, and that cost us, and that call that also, is the bigger bruise, but we actually played, and that came, that went into the second half. But unfortunately, Toluca, all they knew, they didn't have to go for the game that much. We were going for the game, and
yeah, they let us hold on to that ball. I mean, listen, Cesar, when you look at possession stats in this game, we had the ball 57% of the time. But you know what I always say: you're not doing you possess that ball, but that doesn't mean nothing if you're not putting that ball in the back of the net.
Yep, exactly.
Toluca let us have the ball. We could have done whatever we want. They were more than satisfied with chasing the game. They already scored their second goal. They already knew they were in. So it's like, you have to imagine that, for them it was like, job accomplished. We're just gonna fucking park the bus here and we're just gonna play out, because that's what it looked like. They were more than happy to let us sit in the ball and try to attack. And it looked for a couple of times, because I believe in about the 70th minute there was a chance that should have gone in. It came off the underside of the crossbar. I believe it was Alonso Martinez.
Yeah, it was an offside,
and it was crazy. Obviously it was offside, but it's chances like that. We had more than enough chances like that to put away, and it could have very easily have been a game we could have won last night, despite the fact that we did cough up the lead.
I would say, the way that Pascal Janssen worked the team around us lacking depth, especially in the defense, was actually great. I love that he went for the game. He had Perea and he had O'Neal as center backs, which I'd rather have than center backs who are not used to this type of game. I'd rather have them drop deep, and it also makes them stretch their, skill set and put them in a position where they have to really be on it. And kudos to Mintia as well, stepping up for Gray.
Yeah.
But I would say, we went for the game. We had, 3 wingers.
Micha almost scored that banger from outside.
Oh, my God, if that would have gone in, we would have actually lost it.
Yeah, no, I think we would at that point. As emotional as things were getting in the supporter section, we definitely would have lost it.
I do think no matter what, even if we won, I don't think we're advancing. So
that's what doesn't really hurt.
It doesn't. That Puebla, in reality, guys, our League's Cup run was over before it even started. That Puebla game really fucked over everything. We really had no shot. Truly,
definitely agree with you.
The amount of dominoes that had to fall for us to truly advance, even if we won, it really wasn't going to matter. So,
I mean, this is the MLS, this isn't the MLS's back tournament. We were with Finesse FC, man, and those days are gone, bro. I mean, right now.
And I would say, I would tell everybody head up, no reason for us to be upset about it. When four teams out of 18 teams can make it, it literally comes down to goal difference.
Yeah.
Points are going to be similar. It's going to be 8 teams battling for 2 places. It's chaos. So the way that the guys showed out, even with their lack of that, even with whatever, they really showed heart. And listen, you got to give Toluca credit as well. They are a great team. The intensity they play with, the players, how they play together, they really test you.
I know.
I don't really see that in MLS teams often. But
they're even better when they have the ref in their back pocket.
Oh man, that offside call wasn't the only one that was blown last night, bro.
Yeah, that was their freaking icing on the cake, unfortunately.
And if there's anything, I hope any of those Toluca fans were like, hey, maybe don't have to be at every game, but come back.
Definitely. I think that's what it does too. I mean, because there are fans that are going to come watch our team play and say, hey, these guys aren't that bad. Why not follow the local? And this, I think, something. In my opinion, this is something that we run into a lot, because we are Latin American and we do have these roots that run very deep to these home clubs back home. I mean, me personally, I'm a Barcelona SC fan. I've been one since the age of 4. Nico has been an Atlético Nacional fan since, I'm going to safely assume since you were a little kid. The Prince from Queens, I'm pretty sure you got a team you've been following since you never...
Until American soccer, really. So
it's you never said this is my team from my country back home, but I'm pretty sure that
in general,
because you already know it's something that you have that is tied to you ethnically, right? So I think that a lot of people, when they come out to see their teams play, they do come off with that feeling hey, this can also be my team while I'm here. I'm in New York City. I may wear a Toluca jersey, an America jersey, or a Chivas jersey, or whatever. But at the end of the day, you can also come to NYC, and no matter what team you support, you also support this badge as well.
Yeah. I think that's why I'm really proud that usually against Mexican teams we play pretty well. Even if we don't get the result, I can't really tell you times where we get blown out or we look pathetic. Like we usually put up a good fight. Yeah, and we usually play pretty well and enough to, like you said, attract people to us. And I think we already have a big Latin American support, and it's only getting bigger. Which listen, there's no issue with that.
Hopefully days like yesterday can help, man. So I mean,
they definitely did. I think
the Bronx was on fire. Post game was fire. Everyone went to La Placita and show. So we would sit here and recap this game for you guys. That's supposed to come up on Saturday, but
oh man.
Nomad FC, Homeless FC strikes again. Bring out your Homeless FC banners, kid.
NYCFC forgot that they're allowed to communicate with people. So, listen, I have strong feelings about this, but I will put it out there. It's not NYCFC's fault that the game's getting moved. If the Mets want to be weird and do whatever the fuck you want.
That's your team, Nico.
That's fine. Like I said, I'll take that. Steve Cohen could go fuck himself. Fuck Steve Cohen. Fuck your little casino. Fuck your grass. Fuck everything about you. All right. That being said, what the hell? We have Citi Field employees tweeting this out last week.
And shout out to Picnic Brenda for breaking the news on the supporter page.
And the team says nothing. The team says nothing. Days go by. Team says nothing. Days go by. Team says nothing. Days go by. And they wait until Wednesday when the game's on Saturday at 6:00 in the afternoon. How fucking diabolical. You're telling me they rescheduled a match at a different stadium. They worked with Columbus and Charlotte, all these teams in a couple hours. Get the fuck out of here. You've been working on this for days. Little feeler. Hey, guys, possibly, maybe, the game might be moved, but no. Being courteous is too much to ask for. People imagine being a Columbus fan trying to fly to come see this shit, and then I would be so tight.
No, that's money you spend in New York City is not cheap.
And I mean, you would think their coaching staffs, all right, we're playing Leagues Cup. Now we got to prepare for the next game, and now they have all this preparation that they got to come back to next month because the game is rescheduled next month. I mean, I guess you get a breather from both sides, but then. This is a whole nother issue now. They're rescheduling the game during a heavy, busy time of the season, mid-September, where we have two of the biggest games of the season. Miami home, and then Red Bull away right after that. And now, the only silver lining I can think of, we might have more signings by then, so our roster can actually put up with it better. However, this is a drag. No, I mean, that's a good point, but I feel like you might as well get it out the way. If you already have this in your head, if you're already on fire, play it fucking Saturday. But
it's not their problem is they can't control playing Saturday. The Mets don't want them to play. Fine, it's their stadium, whatever.
It is an overall issue with a lot.
My problem is, as Felix so wonderfully corrected me before we started this podcast, NYCFC pays Citi Field $250,000 each game they host there, right? You would think if you make that kind of investment, you would do the proper protocol to say, hey, well, maybe XYZ won't happen, right? But no, they do what they always do and say nothing and wait till the last second. And you know why they dumped that email at 6? So when everyone went to go call them, everyone's out the office. You can't call your rep. You can't do it's typical. Like, it's just dirty. It's nasty. It's ew. It's icky. Like, if you knew someone who acted like that, you would be like, yo, you're a fucking piece of shit. But since they're our team, we love them. We get that. But they act like that. They act like entitled brats. They act like they own our fandom. Like they truly feel like they don't owe us shit. And people say, oh, that's not true. Yes, it is. Look at the way they handle these kinds of situations. No one's asking for them to give us shit. Just talk. Open your mouth.
I think and that's only fair to ask. It's only fair to ask that because it's this is something that we're paying for, and something. I put it this way: my season ticket is becoming unaffordable for me and my wife. And for us, this means a lot of investment that we're taking because this is something that we love doing. We love the people that we're around. We've developed these these incredible friendships with people. We don't want to give that up, right? So for us, we care a lot about how things are going with this club, and especially when it comes to transparency. Now, when I was serving on the board, for the board of directors at the third rail, this is a problem that we were having all the time. This is something and the reason why we get so frustrated about it is because this is almost like an SOP with these guys. It can't be that, when situations like this come up and where all the signs are pointed to, hey, we're not moving on in Leagues Cup. Columbus is doing that thing. They most likely going to make it to the quarterfinals, right? What is the contingency? I got, everybody making their plans around coming to this match. And like you said, Nico, you got Columbus fans? I mean, come on, bro. You got to come out to New York, which is expensive enough already. You got to pay for a hotel, room, all this shit, food, everything. And now the game's canceled and you probably made all your plans and you can't get no more PTO or nothing like that. I'd be pissed.
Even worse, our own fans. Because, Of course, you get the rescheduled ticket, of course. But now you're talking about a Saturday in Queens in the summer compared to midweek game in the Bronx in mid-September. This is more than a month later in a different borough at a different time of the year. The majority of people that are going to come out on Saturday probably ain't going to make it on that day.
I mean, it's going to be the usual suspects at this game, which is all right by me, but at the end of the day,
it sucks for the people who.
Yeah, I mean, if the club is really worried about their attendance numbers and how many people are coming out, it's situations like this in which you're not being transparent that very much do affect how many people are going to come out to this match. It's already a problem when when the club takes the L, for any match they got to play a Rebel because they know they got to beg us to go to fucking Rebel to go see them play over there, and nobody wants to go out there. So, excuse me. So my whole thing is that how can you really expect your supporters to tolerate this? I understand we got a year and some change, until we move into Etihad Park and we don't have to worry about these things. But for the meantime, we still got to worry about these things.
Yep. I mean, and it's only going to really go on until the very end because I can see this happening even the latter end of next season when it's our last month playing in both, baseball stadiums or whatever, right? And one thing I just hope, right, in 2027, whatever may happen with the schedule, whatever may happen going forward, that we actually, if we actually play it, we start on a regular season in March, or if we start in the summer, that the stadium is actually still going to be open for that date. And we all have our fingers crossed. We all have hope based on how we see the progress of the construction. But that's another thing. Like, if they really want to make matters worse for us fans, that gets delayed as well. And then we have to start the season in 2027 in one of the stadiums in the same situation we've been in forever. So,
listen, I'm gonna read. Actually, let me see if I could airdrop this email so I could put it on the screen here. Hold on, because I mean, you know what? I'm just gonna read it because I mean, this made me laugh. All right, so they say we are reaching out to inform you that the match against Columbus Crew on Saturday, August 9th, has been rescheduled due to required field maintenance at Citi Field. The match has been rescheduled for Wednesday, September 17th at Yankee Stadium. Additionally, the club's match on Friday, September 19th against Charlotte has been moved back one day to Saturday, September 20th, and will remain at Yankee Stadium. Kickoff games will be announced, blah, blah, blah. And all some bullshit about how the grass has been destroyed. This is the kicker part. This part made me laugh. We apologize for any inconvenience this may have caused, and thank you, our most loyal fans, for your continued support and understanding as we navigate this final period.
Give them some credit. They're acknowledging that
Etihad Park opens in 2027.
Nico's gonna blow up.
These people I mean,
let him have it, Nico.
I mean, listen, if Mike Tyson punched him in the face, they wouldn't even know who did it. Bro, what are you guys talking about? I apologize for any inconvenience. The inconvenience is you assholes waiting till the last second to say something. That's the inconvenience.
And we're giving them the credit that we're saying it's not even their fault. It's the Mets' fault. But then the way they related to us was horrendous.
Yes, bro.
Yeah, the transparency is definitely on the club at this point.
That's why you get
lack of
NYCFC.
Like, they want us to show up every game. They want us to buy all their overpriced merch. They want us to do this. They want us to do that. And they won't even do the fucking courtesy of just being like, hey, this may or may not happen. Like that. Like, again, I will repeat this again because it is fucking ridiculous. There's Citi Field staff tweeting about this over a week ago. So you're telling me security guards at Citi Field no more than NYCFC, who's paying $250,000 to host a match there? No, all this rescheduling and shit takes time. They have to talk to the league, talk to the other team, talk to the Yankee Stadium. They just did this all today? No, they've been doing this for days and they didn't say shit. That's fucked up.
Do you guys have any more to say about the situation before I say
just one more thing? New York City FC, please do better.
100%. And I would say to every supporter, right, to everyone, because you know me, you guys know me personally, you guys know me as supporters. A lot of people listening to this know me. If we want to make change, we have to do it together. We can also, unfortunately, we can only voice our opinions as much as we can until change is done. But if we make action to where it hurts the most, I understand stadium comes everything. We have to be united to make this change. If we, for example, want to do protest, we want to do anything that's going to hurt their pockets or hurt their image, meaning a silent supporters group with no one in it. We can't just have some people saying, yes, we'll do it. Other people saying, nah, it's okay, we'll still go. We need hundreds, if not thousands, of people to just be like, let's just actually hurt them let's be creative and let it hurt where it hurts. No support, loss of image, loss of sound, something. But this change can only be done. If we want to make our voices heard, it has to be through action, and it has to be an abundance of us to do it. Because as much as we want to, we voice our concerns, we want to do something about it. Let's get creative. We have a lot of creative minds. We are, again, like we said earlier, a family. So that's just my 2 cents of the situation. Because if we don't do nothing, then we just got to put up with it the next couple of years.
It's unfortunate.
I mean, with that being said, guys.
Oh, sorry about that, Cesar. My bad.
Close that topic. No, go ahead. Finish up.
I'm just saying it's unfortunate that, us as New York City FC fans, who we've been with this club since day one, most of us, right? That we're almost used to the club being this callous with us.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like we're almost used to something like this happening. It's like, we set our clocks by it, and I think that if the club is going to improve anything, it's going to have to be the culture and how they consider supporters and how they communicate with supporters. And I don't think it's that much. It's a lot to ask. I don't think it is, because then when there's no transparency, you feel connected to the club. You feel connected to the fellow supporters. You feel connected to the players, because there's that level of trust and transparency that's present there. So now you feel like, hey, this means, like, if I wear this, it means a lot more now. You understand? I think the club has to go, there's a long way that the club has to go through to realize that, because this is what it is. People love this club. I don't think a lot of these people understand how much we really do love this club.
Boys. It's well, listen, we'll leave it at that for this topic, but next home game is going to be against Nashville, August 17th at Yankee Stadium on a Sunday, if I'm not wrong, 5 p.m.
5 p.m.
It's going to be a long wait from now. However, we all appreciate you guys for everything. Thank you for listening if you got to this part of the podcast. And again, yours truly, we love you for all the support. Thank you for coming out, all these games. Unfortunately, we got to wait a little bit more now. But signing out, go ahead, guys.
Definitely, just shouts to all the supporters, shouts to all the SGs. Shouts to this club, man. Just shouts to y'all, man. Shouts to my guy Nico, my guy freaking the Prince from Queens himself, my dude Cesar.
Shout out to us, bro. Shout out to all the fans. Shout out to everyone who showed up yesterday. Shout out to everyone who leaves out their house with NYCFC merch on. Shout out to my neighbor who I saw wearing an NYCFC jacket the other day. Just, bro, it's been so awesome. This year's been so dope. I mean, the roller coaster on the field is one thing, but off the field has been consistently solid. I fucking love this team, even though they piss me off so much. Genuinely just very happy with everything. And yeah, that's it, bro. Thank you guys for listening. Make sure you subscribe. YouTube, Spotify. Shout out to everyone who's been liking all the videos on Instagram. I really appreciate it, man. The love is overwhelming. Everyone who comes up and says what's up to me, I really appreciate that. So this is the New York City Nobodies, and we signing out.
Peace. Everybody be easy. NYC to the day I die. Let's go.